On the afternoon of Friday, the 3rd of Cheshvan in 1941, 9 European yeshiva students arrived in Montreal, Canada, under the instructions of the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson. These students came by way of Shanghai, China, where they had fled for refuge during World War II. As they were directed, that following Sunday morning, these 9 Lubavitch students founded Yeshivas Tomchei Tmimim Lubavitch, the Rabbinical College of Canada. Rabbi Aryeh Leib Kramer, one of the 9 students, assumed responsibility as a director of the school. On the 19th of Kislev in 1955, the school had now grown to 500 students and was celebrating the monumental event of its first semicha ceremony, the first rabbinical ordination ever documented to take place in Canada. With joy and pride, a festive meal and celebration was held at the Young Israel. Attended by much of the Jewish community of Montreal, it was a testimony to how far the community had come in such a short time. Now, on the 70th anniversary since the arrival of these young yeshiva students to the New World, we present a selection from a documentary about Rabbi Kramer's legacy, the continuing growth and development of the Jewish community in Montreal.
I was one of the 10 Bochrim who got semicha, the first semicha in Montreal.
Sehr gut hat man dort gelernt in Yeshiva. Es ist gewesen ein guter Seder von Nigla und von Chassidus, auf Chaiken oder Shalom, vergeben Shiurim und Rabbi Yomison, Rachmil ben Yomison vergeben Shiurim. Rabbi Händel gewinnt der Maschgiach, Rabbi Gringlas folgt lernen mit uns Chassidus. Da hat man uns genommen, verherren sich zu Hirschhorn. Ich bin der Rashi. Hat uns sehr gut verhört, sehr stark verhört.
It was a semicha of the whole town. It was because it was something, a celebration. Montreal didn't have it yet.
The Rebbe said should make from this a big fuss. Hundreds of people were invited. The mayor was invited to this Chag HaSmicha. Whole Montreal was speaking about it, because in Canada it was the first ordination. Not in Montreal, in whole Canada, and you can say to a certain extent, even United States. And we were tested not by one rabbi, the two Rosh Yeshivas of Rabbi Handel, by Chaikin, but also the chief rabbi of Montreal, who is Rabbi Hirschhorn, a world-renowned Gaon. And all of us tested us very thoroughly. And only afterwards, when they saw that we really studied, we knew our material very well, so then they gave us a semicha.
I was the youngest in the whole group to get semicha.
They came, 9 Bochrim came from Shanghai, as exiled from China, from Siberia, from Japan. They established the yeshiva in 1940, and 10 years later, they make the Chag HaSmicha with 10 Bochrim. So this was a great, the crowning achievement, the yeshiva after the hard labor, 10 years in Montreal.
Well, it is almost 56 years ago. I can only remember it was one of the most inspiring and most emotional nights of my life. We were introduced by Rav Kramer to many of the donors and benefactors.
Rabbi Kramer made a fiery speech, but every few sentences everybody was clapping.
Grieser Balmeretz. Grieser Balmeretz. Lebedike Mensch. Lebedike Chassid.
Big schus that my father, Olav Shalom, was at the semicha with my sister and with my brother Yosef Osher, and it was one of the difficult years when my mother, Olav Shalom, was nifter that year.
Son is going to invite as the guest speaker a very, or you can say almost the most prominent rabbi in the United States. And he said to the Rebbe, notified the Rebbe that he wants to invite this person. So the Rebbe said, no, I want to send my own personal shliach, and my own personal speaker. He's going to represent me. The Rebbe should also want to participate in Chag HaSmicha. So then the Rebbe said, Rabbi Shlomo Hecht, he should be the guest speaker and the personal representative of the Rebbe.
I remember when Rabbi Hecht came, it was kind of late. the schedule, the plane came late yet.
He made a tremendous speech, and the whole affair was a tremendous Kiddush Hashem.